just about ready for football here at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Please welcome your 2025 Cincinnati Bengals.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target, and that will lead to a second down.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
On third down, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down by the punter, and this might keep the drive alive.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Swift. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
On the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Go again with Swift, and he nearly got free, but as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6, makes it 3rd and
2. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Bears, 1st down. A gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Swift, the ball carrier. taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Williams now to throw. That's complete. It's Odunze. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bears first down.
First down.
And they certainly don't waste any time getting him involved. And we knew coming in that he would be a part of the game plan. But if this is a sign of things to come, he could be in store for a big game.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw is Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he's out of bounds. Gain of about 10, so that'll help as they get set to face a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Now Burton on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran, still going, former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
And here we have a former Super Bowl MVP. Now, Mike, he might not be what he once was, but you can argue he has transitioned into being one of, if not the most reliable backup quarterback in the entire NFL. Whenever he's been forced into the starting lineup, he gives your team a chance. That's all you could ask for, especially at this point in his career.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
In trouble, and down he goes. Tremaine Edmonds. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Flacco. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Bears offense going to take over now for the second time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here's a handoff to Swift. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
26 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Jordan Battle up for his safety spot, makes the play.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bears first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On the ground, it's Swift. He'll work forward for a couple. It was Cam Taylor-Britt with the tackle.
Cam Taylor-Britt. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Handoff here, up the middle, and he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he will score! Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it, and the Bears are out to a 10-0 lead.
Bears 10, Bengals nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Jones now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bengals offense ready for their second possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Gervon Dexter in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing, Flacco. This one complete to Higgins. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Higgins sent in motion. Now Flacco. This one deep downfield for Chase. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
Duvernay to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
For a Bears 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
To DJ Moore. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. So after 1, it's the Bears off to the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter. 2nd down and 3 as we are ready to get back underway. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. B.J. Hill getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Over the middle, that's Komet. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
2nd and 12.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
It's a gain of
25 yards, the pickup
play.
there. 1st down, Chicago.
First down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll take it on in. Roll Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now Burton on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run here with Brown. Whoa!
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
The tight end Fant in motion. That's complete. It's Yosibach. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. The tight end Fant in motion. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Here's Flacco to throw. That is caught. Finding Higgins. 11 yards on the pass there. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Here's Brown. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Flacco to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And his passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Ryan Rico now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. That pass is caught by Burton. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
On fourth down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Corey Taylor, to punt. And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on downs. Here's Flacco. They'll set up the screen to Brown. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Complete to Chase Brown. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Flacco. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And that is incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals are back in this one. It's 17-7.
Bengals 7.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's Swift. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Third and long. Here's Williams now to throw. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Bears first down.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
To the right, back to Komet. He's got it again. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
A run here with Swift. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third and 9. Now Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bengals offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Send a man in motion right. To throw is Flacco. There's Fant open right side. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing, Flacco. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Short one there to his tight end, Fant.
Complete to Noah Fant. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Bears' 37-yard line.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now Flacco. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. First and 10. That one is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A good spot here, second and a yard. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And I don't think he got there wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at third down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. It's going to be third. They need 1. Once again, they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have it up for the first down. They'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bears first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams.
Luther Burden. 10 more yards. Complete to Luther Burden. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Bears offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Connecting with the tight end. That's fast. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Yosibas. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, there's a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Here's Flacco to throw. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
It is 3rd and 10. Flacco to throw. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Bears offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
He'll step up and run, taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes a pay.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
third down, it's Williams from the gun. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Now Burton on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A tight end in motion now. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Flacco. They'll set up the screen to Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Flacco. Over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here's a screen set up for P-Rock. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Flacco's pass complete to Noah Fant. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. A carry here for Brown. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down. They got us back at the 50-yard line.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
The Bengals out and ready to punt, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line.
Kicker. Defense. Automatic 1st down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop the throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Bears have it. He's inside the 30. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
So, after the fumble return, they'll bring the offense out and go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
26, Bengals 7.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now Burton on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bengals offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. To throw is Flacco. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing, Flacco. And that is incomplete.
Intended for T. Higgins.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
He's
done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here comes 2nd and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
A 7-yard gain. And the Bears first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. They'll try the right side with Swift. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. run here. Another run by Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
46-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Third, they need 8. To throw, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
This one, deep downfield for Chase. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Now Flacco. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. He'll look to throw. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. Will run it over center with Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Now Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, There was nowhere to go with the ball.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out first down and 10. Start on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
And that's a really heads-up play by the defender, Mike. Once he diagnosed the screen, he immediately puts himself in position to make the play. This offense just winds up going backwards.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The tight end Fant in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Flacco to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game, Mike. I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. In this case, a really nice job knocking the ball away, and I just can't...
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game, and then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Here's Flacco to throw. This one deep downfield for Chase. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Santos for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now Burton on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Flacco Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The Bears offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. A handoff, and Swift running right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Swift. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Bears 1st down.
They'll run. It's Swift. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss on his way to a nice pickup of 7.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Give up the middle with Swift. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
2 yards on the
This
play.
is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one, as they cruise to an easy road victory.